Hi, my name is Tana Burton. This is my second career profile for my Marriage and Family 150 course. This time I chose to talk with a friend who is a maternal mental health private practitioner. This is something that's very interesting to me, and I hope is interesting to you as well. The fact is that maternal mental health issues differ, sometimes a lot, from other sorts of mental health issues. And so it requires some special training, some special understandings, really to meet the needs that are out there. So my friend that I talked to just recently went into private practice from a group practice. And so she works out of an office in her home. And the office is family friendly, of course, and she is able to schedule herself in a way that is best for herself and her family. Although the caveat does need to be stated that though it is theoretically very flexible to be self-employed in this manner, the fact is that when your book becomes full of appointments, it can be very tricky to rearrange if you're not careful in scheduling in the first place to make sure that your needs are met in the other areas of your life. So, with that being said, her work environment, back to that, is very comfortable, very private. It can accommodate some family members coming in addition. However, you have to remember that there's nobody else there to watch the kiddos while the parent is having their session with her. So, typical stressors that she mentioned would be, of course, a big one being the scheduling and getting that right and doing a good job with it. Another one is just basically bringing your best self to your client every day. And of course, you have multiple clients a day sometimes. Also, another stressor can be really being aware of and scheduling self-care in there. It's easy to get caught up in taking care of everybody else's needs and forget your own. Paperwork is a typical hassle, but something that needs to be done. Staying grounded, making sure that you're very clear in your energy, not taking on issues of your clients, which can be easy to do. Educating women providers is a huge one, particularly obstetrical providers, and creating a culture of best practice and really trying to unify the messages that are given to women and make them actually true would be lovely. So then also how to get this information out to those who are in need of it, because there are so many women who suffer in silence. I mean, this is such a stigmatized thing to have mental health needs around the aspect of motherhood and maternalness. And then also training other mental health care providers, because again, maternal mental health issues need to be dealt with in a certain way. There are different things to know and understand and different ways to handle situations than other mental health issues. And that is so important to know, or more damage can be done, actually. Benefits, being self-employed, there really aren't any financial benefits, of course, other than what you are self-disciplined enough to make happen. But there are some benefits, and one is that actually you can set your own fees. And if you prove to bring value for money clients spend, you can really grow your business. And in that fashion, actually, you can really grow the amount of money that can be made by this career. Also, another huge benefit is just really watching the light go on within clients and having them understand things that are so essential for them to understand to live happy, productive lives, and then to take that outside of themselves and go out and bless the world, those that they love and care about, with some really great tools that they've been able to learn themselves. Also, it's wonderful to know that you're helping and establishing best practices in terms of healthcare providers and also mental health care providers. Tasks that one would expect to perform daily would, of course, include phone calls, scheduling, paperwork, the actual counseling itself, also training, and bringing these issues more to public awareness and creating venues for that and participating in venues for that. Education requirements, of course. My friend is an licensed certified social worker. You can also be a psychologist. Obviously, you can be a marriage and family counselor. You would further need, of course, your graduate status to be able to go ahead and do that. Salary, typically, just on average, would be around $45,000 a year. However, the friend that I have talked to has a friend who's been working at this for 28 plus years, has constantly been learning, has added to her toolbox, has a lot of things she can offer clients. They love her. She's in huge demand, and she makes $100,000 plus a year. So, good heavens, let's not limit ourselves. Just in closing, something that's really great to know is that this type of private counseling does require good business sense. So it's nice to get educated in that area as well. But also it requires a great deal of discipline and ethical practice and bringing your best to the table. And when you do that consistently, really, you can grow just a fabulous clientele. Again, I got this information through chatting with a good friend. I hope you found this interesting, and it might spark something in you as far as looking into maternal mental health issues.